we've got up to it again. A film which I consider possibly the worst fucking movie I've ever seen in my fucking life. I remember on my previous account I did massive rants on this movie. I don't know if this rant's going to live up to them expectations or what, but quite honestly, I don't even feel like ranting on this fucking movie because it's just so not fucking worth it, you know what I mean? That's how bad this movie is. Not only do I consider it the worst movie that I've ever seen, but I also consider it the worst movie ever made in all of mankind. That's how fucking atrocious this movie is. I'm talking about that horrendous piece of shit that came out in the year of 1987. Jaws 4. Revenge. Tagline. This time, it's personal. Personal to who, as you might ask? It's personal to the great white shark that's in this movie. Because this unique shark is different from all the other sharks in existence. It's not one of those sharks that just simply swims, eats, and makes a little shark, like Hopper said in the first Jaws movie. And it's different from what that woman said in Jaws 2 when they found the washed up killer whale on the beach, where she says, "Sharks don't take things personal, Mr. Brody." So how come all that's been ignored? And this shark's different from all the other sharks. This shark has no intention of eating or just doing what it does in nature by swimming, eating, and doing whatever that like that. This fucking shark has a grudge against the Brody family members. The Brody family that was responsible for killing all the sharks in the other Jaws movies. Now, I don't know if this shark is the mother, the son, the cousin, or what of the other sharks that died, but it only has a grudge against this fucking family only. It has no intentions of eating or doing anything that it does in nature. It only wants to kill this specific family. Okay. I could write on a massive roll of wallpaper everything that's fucking wrong with this piece of shit. But I'm not going to do that. I can't be arsed, and we'll be here for fucking ever. But what I have done is written a list of the top 11 things which I can remember as to why this movie is a complete pile of wank. Fucking cum stain. Usually I watch the movie before I ran to a review, but there's no way in a fucking lifetime you're going to get me to watch this horrendous piece of shit again. I remember everything from what I saw the first time I saw this movie, and you're bound to remember it. Because of the stupidity and the silliness that this movie provided for the audience. I'm going to go through each one by one and I'll explain in fucking detail why I fucking hate this movie. Reason number one, stupid plot. Right. Put it simple, what I've already just said. It's about a great white shark holding a personal grudge against the Brody family members. And it wants to kill them. So basically the shark's a murderer now. There were several opportunities for this shark to eat and kill anybody who was swimming in the beach. But it swam past them, all of them. It didn't eat random people. It only went for the Brody family members only. So this shark has a grudge. A personal grudge. And he knows who this family is. So I don't know if he got on land or looked at photo ID. It knows in its mind who these Brody family members are. And he wants to kill them. This time, it's personal. Personal to a great white fucking shark. So, a 10-year-old basically could write a better story than this. So, if you've got a stupid story like a shark getting revenge, what do you expect the audience to react to that, honestly? Reason number two, bad acting. The acting in this movie is atrocious. They brought in Michael Caine. Now, I've got loads of respect for Michael Caine. He's made some brilliant movies all his life. Memorable roles. But they managed to get him in this movie. I guess that's because the only way they'd get people to watch this movie. Now, Michael Caine is never going to be remembered for being in Jaws 4: The Revenge. Never. He's made that many outstanding roles. People are going to remember him for different things. They're going to remember him from great work. They won't remember him from this piece of shit. Michael Caine even admitted in real life that he did this for the money. And I think even in his book, he said something about the amount of money he got. He managed to buy a new house and go on a 3-month vacation with his wife for how much he was paid to get paid acting this piece of shit. Lorraine Gary, who's already retired, she played Chief Brody's wife. She came out of retirement to do this movie, and even her acting's off. She got an award, I believe, for Worst Supporting Actress in this movie. We've got Mario Van Peebles in this movie, putting on a really bad Jamaican accent. But the acting in this movie feels so fucking flat. It's one of those... The performance makes this film a fucking drag. The first Jaws movie, I tell you, it flew by. This movie dragged so fucking much that it would put you to fucking sleep with the boredom, and the silly plot just made this movie feel so flat, and it made it feel so fucking childish that it made you want to just pass out and go to sleep. No fucking kidding. Reason number 3, like I already mentioned, the shark seeking revenge. What can I say that hasn't been explained already? This fucking shark, right, must be the most unique shark I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. Because I've never known a shark that's able to roar, bloody fucking go after specific family members, become a murderer, become a stalker, you know, and it's a disgrace to sharks in my opinion. This movie is a disgrace to sharks in general. And I love the Jaws movies, at least the first 2. But this one just takes it to the whole point of sucking a fucking penis level. Number 5, there's a scene in this film where Michael Caine gets out the water dry. If you watch this movie, there's a scene where Michael Caine falls into the water and he gets back on the boat and he's fucking dry. After just clearly falling into the water, he gets on the boat fucking dry. Number 6, the underwater chase, where the shark is chasing after one of the Brody sons. He swims like into this wreckage of a ship that's in the water, and the shark follows him. It's so tight. The shark manages to squeeze through the wreckage and swim after him, and how he got out of the wreckage I have no fucking idea. Maybe the shark swam backwards to get out of this wreckage, but he managed to escape the shark out of this wreckage of a ship, and how the shark got out that wreckage I don't know. He squeezed through it somehow, but how he actually got out I'll have no fucking idea. He must have swam backwards. That's the only fucking way he would have got out. Now, the situation with Roy Scheider was, they asked Roy Scheider to come back and do this movie. He basically said, fuck you. And they made it clear that if he did be in this movie, he would have got killed off right at the start of this movie. Because at the start of this movie, one of Chief Brody's youngest sons, at Christmas time, goes on a boat. He's like a deputy for the sheriff's department, gets his arm bitten off, and apparently that would have been Roy Scheider's character. That would have pissed me the fuck off if they would have killed off Roy Scheider's character like that. But instead, we learn that Roy Scheider's character, Chief Brody, has died off-screen from a heart attack, and Lorraine Gary's character blames it on the shark, saying that it was the fear of the shark that gave him the heart attack. And she is fully fucking convinced that this shark has a grudge against her and the family, so she wants to get away from the shark by going to the Bahamas. She says, I don't want my family near the water ever again. So why does she go to the fucking Bahamas? There's definitely not going to be any sharks out there. But she goes to the Bahamas, and the shark knows this. Somehow it knows that she's going to the Bahamas, so he follows her. And guess what? The shark beats the jet. So not only does this unique shark have a personal grudge, it's that personal. The fucking shark follows the jet all the way to the Bahamas where she's staying just so the shark could kill her. So yeah, the shark follows her to the Bahamas to kill her, basically. Another scene. Lorraine Gary's character is getting flashbacks to events that she wasn't a part of. She wasn't present in Jaws 1 where Chief Brody blew up the shark in Jaws 1. So how come she's getting flashbacks of her husband killing the shark while she's trying to kill the shark herself? She wasn't present at these events, so how is she remembering all this? Number 8. The shark can roar like a fucking dinosaur. There's a scene in this movie where the shark's being tasered, electrocuted, and it's literally sticking out of the water, roaring like a fucking dinosaur. And I'm like, how can a shark roar? It doesn't have no vocal cords or anything like that, so how can this shark fucking roar like a fucking tiger? Number 9. The shark spends more time out the water than it does in the water. You'll notice in this scene a shark can stand on the end of its tail out the water, trying to kill these family members. Even the scene where she's about to ram that pole of the boat into the shark's neck, it's sticking out the water like a fucking dildo. It's literally sticking right out the water, letting the pole impale into its own neck. If that's the version you've got, because the shark's death in this movie, there were 2 versions. There's a scene where the pole gets rammed into the shark's neck and he gets stabbed. Apparently the director did not like that ending, so he came with a better idea for the shark to fucking blow up for no reason. When he gets impaled by the boat, it like blows to fucking pieces. And how is this possible? Because if I was to stab somebody with a knife, would they blow up? So this shark got stabbed. How did it fucking blow up? And when it gets impaled by the pole, the shark somehow, when it sinks, pulls the entire fucking boat down with him at the bottom of the ocean. Despite the boat being heavier than the shark manages to pull the entire fucking boat down with him. And this one, we've got a survivor of the great white shark, number 11. Mario Van Peebles survives the shark. There's a scene in this movie where Mario Van Peebles' character gets bit by the shark and he pulls him underwater. It's showing a clear scene of him bleeding like a fucking pig. The shark's bit into him and drags him underwater. How the fuck would you survive a great white shark like that? Many would argue and say, if you fucking remember, the great white shark is going after the Brody family members only. That's why he didn't kill him. And even if he didn't kill him, where was he the whole fucking time of the movie? Was he staying holding his breath underneath the water? Because the scene at the end shows him floating in the water like as if he just survived the great white shark. So where was he hiding the whole fucking time? Underneath the boat? Underneath the water? How the fuck did he survive? So yeah, we can use that as an excuse. The reason why he didn't die is because the shark wasn't intended to kill him. Because he's not a Brody family member. But somehow he survived a bite from the great white shark, being pulled underwater in his mouth, and he was still alive. I could go on and on about how bad this movie is. For those of you who've seen this movie, I feel sorry for you. Complete waste of time. Complete waste of fucking brain cells. After when I saw this movie the first time, it wore me out. I could not believe the stupidity. I could not believe the fucking atrocious moments. I used to own this on DVD, but I was that ashamed to have it as part of my collection. I fucking got rid of it, gave it away to charity. Let some poor other bastard buy it for like 50p and fucking waste his evening. But I'm not joking. This movie, it's a fucking abomination of all mankind. I'm giving this movie like a 1 out of 10. Giving it a 1 out of 10 just because Michael Caine's in it. That's it, alright? That's not me taking the piss. That's not me trying to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm giving this shit a 1 out of 10. And that's being fucking generous. Alright? This film was a complete fucking load of cocksuck. Right? Load of fucking cum. It was atrocious. It made no sense. Complete foul of a... This time it's personal. Get out of here. Fucking horrendous. I'm so glad that these reviews are finished now. I can now move on with a different movie, but honestly, this movie, stay away from it. It will ruin your night. It is definitely by far, possibly the worst movie I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. Complete pile of wank this was. I don't know how Michael Caine can even look at himself in the mirror knowing, I did Jaws for the revenge. Complete fucking waste of time is what it was. Getting out of here now, everybody, so I can recover from the fucking atrociousness. Peace out.